Good afternoon, everyone. It's Saturday, the 7th of November 2019. It's currently noon. I made a video earlier, but I find that it was a waste of time. I could have listened to music instead of talking. I always say I'm trying not to talk about things negatively, and that video was just a rant about that. Sometimes for me it's therapeutic to let my anger out and talk my mind out. But if it's not in a constructive way or productive way, then it's utterly pointless. So instead, I'd rather talk about time travel and explain why do I need those magnets so bad. Well, I don't know if many of you had the same information as I did in regard of the Philadelphia experiment and the USS Eldridge, but a lot of people will say it's all speculation, it's in the past, it's not real, it didn't happen, and denier people that don't want to believe and don't want to investigate properly. But there's tons and tons of video that say otherwise. It did actually happen. And for me, I had a hands-on description of what was inside. And every component of the ship, the purpose of it, played a major role in how it happened. The communication antenna, the generators, the Tesla coils, the degaussing magnet that was around the ship. All these things come to play into combining and to making one possible time travel device. And the reason why I want those magnets is I want to experiment with level of magnetism. And the reason why I want the hard drive is that I want to create a small singularity gravity effect. I wouldn't say that the hard drive was going to create a gravity field, but it would create some sort of gravity effect. Someone on the vlog, not on the vlog, but I mean on the forum, posted a video of what the hard drive can do when it's powered by itself and it's spinning at high RPMs. So I believe that there I have my first level of magnetic gravity field. And on another forum, on Paranormalis, but in another thread I saw, the guy is making an anti-gravity device using wide disk and hard drive motor. He's spinning them at 19,000 RPM, and the thing starts to float on its own. I think that they're counter-rotating disc. One goes clockwise, the other goes counterclockwise, and it yields some result. So just there, we are on a path of doing something, achieving something. And on the piece of wood, if you saw, the idea is to engulf the gravity field with a magnetic field, to make sure that it goes like this, and then to create a broadcasting system that would create a frequency as if I was communicating with another CB, with another ship. And I want to make the antenna the same way the Eldridge was. And there's still a lot of components I still need to buy, but I'm still searching. I'm gonna, when I get back home tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna sit on eBay and purchase some parts that I need. And for sure that in the long run we can make it. We can reach that level. We can actually make something. And it's not impossible. You know, it's not an impossible dream, and it's not an impossible task. It's possible. We just need the right combination of parts. I'm sure that with today's technology, we could take a tablet as a computing device and sorry, and other components and use the tablet as a controller and actually makes a time travel device. I know it's feasible, and it's starting to snow here. Certain level of trust in my tires, but I'm not going to push my luck. God, I'm so tired. Like I was saying in a previous video, I clocked in this week at 47 hours. I'd say that half of my week was driving and half of my week hours were working. Part of my job, which I love very much. I have a great team, and everybody's doing what they can with the resource what they have. This week I stated to my boss that the Ford Transit that I need will need to be a 150. 150 meaning that it's a short wheelbase, because I have to go downtown Montreal and Quebec City, and I have to park that vehicle. And I need a certain level of ease to manipulate the vehicles in order not to damage it. Ever so often when I see the Ford Transit, and I see very often that somebody hits it. They hit the quarter panel in front of the wheel because they didn't calculate the length of the vehicle, or they hit a panel while they were turning. They didn't calculate the length of the vehicle. I drove 40 Econoline, the full length one, and the GMC Safari, the full length one, many times in my life. And I know what it is to drive a long ass vehicle. And I drive cube truck many times in my life. So I know when I'm driving where my rear end is and where my wheels are at all times. That's what if you see in videos very often, you will see me glancing at the mirrors very often. Because I need to know where I am in real time. Let's say I'm passing a vehicle with a truck that is 35 feet long. Well, I have to recall that the other car might be 15 feet long. So as I'm passing it, I see it in my mirrors, but I don't know where it is. So that's why you need to know your distance when you're looking at mirrors, where the car is. And the same thing with a big rig. When you're passing a big rig, remember that a big rig is 3 times the size of a car. So when you look in the mirror, it's going to have to be a certain size in your mirror to know you're far enough from it that you can merge back. And to know that the horsepower you have in your hand is sufficient enough. Because the Eno is not very powerful. I think it maxed out at 110 kilometers per hour, which is 70 miles per hour. And the Ford Transit maxed out probably at 100 miles per hour for a 3.7 liter engine. My co-worker's at work today. That lady, she's at work today doing a service call. She's a hard worker. I hope she and the other one will get Christmas bonus for their hard work. My Christmas bonus will be finally getting the car. Finally getting around so much. Right now we're leasing that truck at I think it's $250 a day. There's unlimited mileage and the insurance covered. So it's not a bad lease, but during the course of a month, it's fucking expensive. 30 days multiplied by $250. We could have bought that truck twice over. Anyway, why do you want me to talk about time travel, you know? It's repeat, and it's time. On the weekend, I told you a million times before, I'm tired on the weekend, I need to rest, and I don't necessarily have the energy. Now, fortunately, where I have a nice chair that two of my coworkers provided for me, so I can sit comfortably in the basement, but still, I have to hunt for parts and spend time over there, which it's time not relaxing. Like right now, it's time not relaxing at home. I'm driving. Basically, I'm working again. Some people will say, oh, but driving is not working. Well, I'd like to see you sit behind the wheel of a car or a truck for 40 hours or plus a week. You know, take into account that just on Monday, I go to Quebec City, I drive for 2.5 hours, and I try to work for 6 hours to 7 hours while I'm there, and then I have to drive back for another 2.5 to 3 hours. So do the math how long of a day that is. I start at 6:30 and I finish at 7:30. And those that will sympathize with me are the truck driver. They know what that is. And they're limited to 10 hours a day. Me, there's no limit. I have to do the job. I have to go on site. I have to accomplish the job, and then I have to come back. That's what my job is. And when I go to Quebec City, there is no limit. I have to finish the job. There's no saying, oh, I'm tired, I'm finished, I'm going home. Nope. People have been waiting for you to come by and fix their chair. So you can't just quit halfway. It's not an option. They waited a long time for you to go there. So, what more can I say? The more that I can do is wait for you to give me some input and information and your ideas. If your idea how I can make this more move forward with simpler solution, let's do it. I'm all up for it. It's not like I'm running out of parts and things. It's just I have to wait for the parts that I need. I went to the 2 electronic stores I have at my disposal, and there was no magnet there. And I didn't have time to look for a rod, for a steel rod to make electromagnet. And Dr. Y and I were texting each other once in a while, but he worked just as much as I am, and he's 10 years older than me. So do the math that the guy worked just as much as I do, and he's beat up. He's really literally tired. He has no energy at home to even clean his own home. He's a nice person and all, but he should choose an easier path. He has the option to. It's not like he's broke or in debt. For me, my biggest concern is paying off my debt and moving from where I am to get a more comfortable working place for my project. And I'm using the God's device every day, and I could say that there's coincidental luck and a certain level of luck that is working towards me, and I'm sure that at one point I will probably hit what I want. I will probably hit the lottery and finally win, you know. It's just it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of skills. Not skills, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. this is extending to be very long. I'm gonna leave you on this, and if you have any input, please share. Comments below. Have a good day, everyone.